How's it going? So I did some sniffing around because I was wondering, how does like this guy is out of jail and he already has 23,000 subscribers, like in like literally less than a month. I know YouTube algorithm does not work like that because I do YouTube myself, right? I mean, it's very light what I do, but I mean, you can get a sense of how stuff works on the channel, right? So, I was wondering how much will it be to pay, like basically to replicate what he's doing. How much will it be to basically, yeah. So this is, so he has 25,000 subscribers, and I didn't count comments, but let's look at comments. So how many comments in here? Let's look in here. Let's average out. So how many comments he has? Okay, so 115 comments here.
Good.
364. 11. Okay, so he averages about, let's see, 2. Let me just put this somewhere here, because we're gonna basically build. So he has comments. So he has 11. $115. 364. Well, let's look at the successful, because I think he figured out that he can buy them. Okay, so 14,000 views on one video. Let's look at 5.8 thousand. And this video 224. 224, okay. So what's his average? Okay, average 163 comments, right? Per video. I know it's like a tiny sample size, but we're just kind of messing around, to be honest. Which, okay. Views per video is 6674. 6674 views. And he has subscribers. Where is the subscribers? So 25,000 approximately, right? So how much did he spend to get all of this mumbo jumbo? I don't think it's gonna be a lot. Okay, so I found this one. So let's do subscribers first, right? So we want 25k, so that's $500. So subscribers, 25k, $500. What else do we need? We need views, right? So we need, well, let's do likes as well. 20,000 likes. Let's add this. So it's $400. 10,000 likes, right? That's our likes. What else can we buy? Oh, it's 20,000 likes. Oh, that's even better. 20,000 likes. Let's do views. Let's buy 2 of these. So this gives us like this. Okay. And then I think that's about it. Watch time. So he needs to monetize, so he probably definitely needs to buy one of those, because that's how much watch time you need. So that's watch time. What was this again? That was views. Yeah, that was views. And this is our watch time. This is our watch time. And that's subs. 4,000, because that's the minimum you need for monetization. Now, if you do this, this will push a lot of your content into the algorithm. I'm talking just because the sheer amount of algorithm doesn't like, it just pushes whatever is the most popular, honestly, right? So how much is in total? Sum of this. Yeah, so less than $2,000. And you have a channel that is like this. Right? I mean, that's so cheap, that's ridiculous how cheap it is. For 25,000K, you have to remember, like, most of YouTube channel never make it ever past 1,000 subscribers. Like, having 10,000 subscribers on YouTube is giga rare. And you can buy it for, you can buy 25, you can buy for $1,000, for $1,000. For $100, right? Am I right in saying this? For $100, you can buy 10,000 subscribers, right? Oh, 5,000. Okay. Oh my god. Yeah, so for $200, you get 10,000 subs. That's like crazy. That's really cheap. Really cheap. Okay, and here is the worst. That's even the worst part. I'll show you the worst part. I snooped around, and you can find actors who will do video testimonials for you. Look. Look, you see?
What would you do with financial freedom? Most of the founders we've worked with realize that the secret isn't working.
Do you know what I'm saying? She will literally say anything as long as you pay her. Let's try this guy.
Hey guys, Andrew McIvy here.
And results in fuel savings.
Korea. This is a country I've always wanted to visit because it's a combination of ancient traditions and ultra-modern cities.
You think I ordered enough?
Whoa! Welcome to Loveland, Korea.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, Jesus. Like, this shit should be banned, do you know what I mean? Because you're watching testimonial, and this is... like, from here. Do you know what I mean? How much do they charge for this? I wonder. Well, let's take, I don't know, let's take this lady. Well, let's take this lady. How much does she charge? What are her rates? Japanese hair commercial.
Pretty woman, walking down the street. Pretty woman, the kind I'd like to meet. Pretty woman.
Yeah, but where's the charge? How much? How much, lady? Yeah, you probably have to. You probably have to. Oh my god, I might get demonetized for this. But I wonder how much do they cost per hour. Actors. Whoops. Whoopsie. Actors. Amateur. Cost per hour. So $50 to $400 per hour. So I'd say these guys cost like 75 to 100. My guess. My best guess would be, right? But let's average out. So they say 50 to what? 50 to 400. So that'll be about 225. So you can probably hire them for half an hour. So that's gonna be what, like $100, right? And you can make testimonials for $100, right? So you make like 10 of those. That's like another 1,000, right? So let's put additional 1,000 here for like testimonials. So basically, like for 3,000 bucks, you can like really do. That's very cheap, honestly. That's very cheap. Because you see, the reason why I'm telling you this is because this guy's like giga scammer, right? This guy here, and he has a lot of testimonial videos. And I noticed like in his videos, like these guys. First of all, one guy I definitely saw somewhere in his testimonials, and I was like, damn, that must have been an actors. This has to be actors, right? And then I found, I was like, oh my god, you can just book them to just say and do absolutely anything you want, right? So I'm just saying, like, if somebody's telling you that, you know, they're a revolutionary new course or your product is going to change your life, and there's like a super handsome lady or a dude who is like really appealing, like you just have to bear in mind that this is probably fake, right? So yeah, that's why I'm kind of like a little bit moving away from YouTube. You notice that I listen to the radio as opposed to listening to YouTube music. Because to me, YouTube is becoming some kind of scammy platform for people to scam you in. That's it. The only real reason why I would use YouTube is to get educational content, right? And like the way to combat all this nonsense, because this guy is selling you fulfillment by Amazon, you know, FBA. It's been tested bazillion times. In fact, it's very, very old. One sec. Yeah, I found it. So, FBA, like drop shipping, this is a con artist from the 90s. So this was almost 30 years ago, right? In fact, it was actually it's more than 30 years ago. I'm gonna link this video in the description below, but this guy is doing drop shipping. Right, and standard stuff. You're gonna get giga rich. I'm gonna give you shitloads of money. Sign up for my course. Blah blah blah. Exactly the same as this stuff. Sign up for my course. Here are all the testimonials. Look, this guy is making 20,000 per month. You could be like him for a bargain price of $499.97. How much is this course? Let's see. I bet you it ends at 7, right? There always are. Always ends at 7. Come on, don't fail me. End in 7. Join the free trial. I want to buy it. How much is it? It ends in 7! Yes! I told you it's always 7. Always. Right? Because there's like a psychological thing about 7. And you see what I'm saying? For a bargain price, you can also earn $20,000 per month, you see? And in the 90s, they were earning $25,000 in cash. So you can imagine like how many people got scammed by this bullshit, right? So I'm just saying that people in his testimonials, I'm most likely probably one of these guys. Do you know what I mean? Pay to win system. Now, like this is we're talking about like $2,000 budget, right? Well, this is 3,000 because we have to add this stuff in as well, right? Yeah, so we need to add this in as well, yeah. So $3,000 budget, which is pennies. Now, imagine what can you do with $500,000 budget? Just think about what can you possibly do with $500,000 budget. You can get Forbes to write articles about you. There was a dude who paid Forbes, I think, to write articles about him. I think it was on CoffeeZilla. Let me just find it, one sec. Yeah, I found him. So this is CoffeeZilla channel, and this guy name is Evan Lufra. So he paid, like, you'll be surprised by what companies, like some respectable companies actually, I was surprised. I didn't know that they would actually, you can pay them, and the articles, you see? Because I thought Forbes was a legitimate kind of like publication company, and you cannot bribe them to kind of do this type of stuff. Do you know what I mean? And I'm gonna link this in the description below. And they even wrote that he was mentored by Steve Jobs. And when CoffeeZilla pressed him, he said, "Did you actually get mentored by Steve Jobs?" And he said, "Oh, I can consider YouTube to be my mentor, and Steve Jobs is on YouTube, therefore Steve Jobs mentored me." Do you understand? So what he's implying is that he watched YouTube videos from Steve Jobs, and therefore he qualifies that Steve Jobs actually mentored him. And then he also, in the Forbes article, it said that he was on the phone with Steve Jobs, that was completely bullshit. It never happened. And then also that he was like the first Indian guy to develop a mobile app, which was complete bullshit. Do you know what I mean? But if you pay enough money, you have to remember, if you pay enough money, anything, like the media is going to say anything, right? As long as you pay enough money. Like remember, I don't know if you guys know this, FTX. I'll find it, 1 second. Yeah, so I found it. I'll link this in the description below. So it's, I think it's 13, it should be somewhere in here. Yeah, so this guy did investigation to FTX back in like 2022. I think it was like Q2 of the year, right? And he knew that FTX was a fraud, and he approached Bloomberg, which is a respectable financial publication, and they told him they do not want to publish this because it's bad for the business. Do you understand, like, the problem, right? You think that Bloomberg publication is there to provide financial news, but they are a marketing company. Do you understand? They are a marketing company. They are there to pitch you whatever they're being paid for. Like, you have to remember, a lot of media on internet and out right now, I'm talking like I'm saying like 99% is usually sales brochures. Like the books you're reading are sales brochures, the blogs you're reading are sales brochures. Most of that shit is funded by somebody. So before you read something, just understand who is funding this bullshit, right? Especially in stuff like cryptocurrency, you know, courses and all that shit. Where there is a lot of money, there's gonna be sharks that are looking to sell you stuff, right? So I'm just saying that next time you are following some kind of super popular channel, a dude who is like super popular, and you are following his channel thinking that he's good advice, because he has to be good advice because there are a lot of people who are following him, right? You have to remember, if it's media, it's pay to win, and the views and advertising is most likely fake. Like, it's most likely fake. So the only way to combat this is to look at the source of the information, right? So source has to be some kind of regulated university. So stuff from Harvard, for example, articles, they're usually legitimate, they're non-biased. Articles from, I'm talking about like publications that are university grade, right, by professors. They are usually non-biased, right? And I'm talking about they are coming from the university, not from some dude who is telling you that he has a PhD from Harvard, most likely lying to you. I'm talking about proper publication, like Harvard Review. They are credible sources. In fact, you can look at, and there is a website, let me just find it, 1 second. Yeah, so I found one, it's like allslides.com. So what you can do is you can just type, let's say, I don't know, let's say, Washington Post bias, or, well, let's try bias, right? Yeah, you see, it gives it straight away. So you see they're a little bit biased. Washington Post, reliable source. I think it's this one actually. So you see it's 40 score in here. But you see, like, you have to do check, like, you have to bear in mind this type of things when you're reading stuff online. It's just that it's usually it's driven by some kind of company that wants you to buy something. Do you know what I mean? A lot of news are just like that nowadays. That's why I don't really watch them, honestly. I just, like, for news, I only watch, like, CoffeeZilla and Chris Norland, but he kind of reads that stuff. So it's very hard in today's society because there's just so much nonsense, honestly, which is just either politically driven or financially driven, right? But fundamentally, I'm just saying, just be careful, okay? Just be careful. Check the sources. Always check the sources, right? And remember that views, popularity can be purchased. We are living in a pay-to-win society. So do not trust something just because, like, let's just summarize it in a simple sentence. Popular does not mean good, right? So just remember this. Popular does not mean good. Check your sources. All right, bye. Take care.